Welcome back to 50 Famous Stories Retold. Today, we'll read about a brave sailor who dared the wild Atlantic and would not be turned back. Let's look at the vocabulary and key places for our story. Take a moment to talk or think through the vocabulary and find today's story on the map. You might even compare its location to a modern atlas. If you have the lesson guide, now is a good time to pause, fill in the words you already know on the vocabulary page, and grab your blank map.
Sir Humphrey Gilbert. More than 300 years ago there lived in England a brave man whose name was Sir Humphrey Gilbert. At that time there were no white people in this country of ours. The land was covered with forest, and where there are now great cities and fine farms, there were only trees and swamps, among which roamed wild Indians and wild beasts. Sir Humphrey Gilbert was one of the first men who tried to make a settlement in America. Twice did he bring men and ships over the sea, and twice did he fail and sail back for England. The second time he was on a little ship called the Squirrel. Another ship called the Golden Hind was not far away. When they were 3 days from the land, the wind failed, and the ships lay floating on the waves. Then at night the air grew very cold. A breeze sprang up from the east. Great white icebergs came drifting around them. In the morning the little ships were almost lost among the floating mountains of ice. The men on the Hind saw Sir Humphrey sitting on the deck of the Squirrel, with an open book in his hand. He called to them and said, "Be brave, my friends. We are as near heaven on the sea as on the land." Night came again. It was a stormy night, with mist and rain. All at once the men on the Hind saw the lights on board of the Squirrel go out. The little vessel, with brave Sir Humphrey and all his brave men, was swallowed up by the waves.
"We are as near heaven on the sea as on the land," Gilbert called across the water, and the storm took the little Squirrel that very night. What a brave thing to leave behind you.